If we could begin as we begin all things at St. Mary's, let us remember a prayer of thanksgiving for having these students for over the 4 years and all the students here. Good to see teammates supporting other teammates and the ability to celebrate both academic and athletic success, and for more to come as the year goes on. St. John Baptist de La Salle, lift Jesus in our hearts. And with that said, we'd like to start the day off by bringing Mr. Imperial to the microphone. Mr. Imperial.
Good afternoon, everybody. Moms and dads, thank you for coming. And to all the honorees this afternoon, congratulations for your hard work. The National Merit Scholarship Corporation are the people who bring you the SAT. And every year, when students take in the 11th grade the PSAT exam, they choose the top students for particular recognition. Today, we have 8 students at St. Mary's who've been given commended status by the National Merit Scholarship Corporation. That means out of the over 1.1 million students who took the PSAT, you guys were in the top 34,000. Now, if you do the math, that's some pretty good stuff. So I'd like to call your names and have you come up, stand here and receive your certificate, and we'll take a picture. The first student is off playing Marin Academy today in tennis, and he won't be here, but it's William Blevins. Could I ask Mr. Nick Buckwalter to come up here right now? Right over here. Flynn Cooper. Max Emmerling. Harlan Johnson. Xander Leesky. Luna Rago. And Natalie Ward. We'll take a picture right up here. Let's get you guys a little semicircle. Come on up here. Come big, tall. Some pictures. There you go. There you go. Students of St. Mary's College High School, the commended students from the National Merit Scholarship Corporation.
Okay, we're very fortunate to have 2 athletes having the chance to sign today. Our first athlete, we're going to start off with a teammate's reflections. And we're going to ask Megan Mariano to come up and talk a little bit about Izzy Holch.
So ever since freshman year, when Izzy was a setter, she's always been setting the standard for our volleyball program, and she's always just been one of the best players, hands down, on our team every year. And seeing her improve from like freshman year to now, and just seeing her work ethic is like inspiring for everyone on our team. And I know for me personally, like, she's always been my rock on the court, and she's someone I've always been able to depend on to be there, whether it's mentally or just to get the killing point. So I'm very grateful to have been playing with Izzy for 4 years, and I'm really excited for her next 4 years at Siena. One last message from the volleyball program. Izzy, Izzy, Izzy. Oi, oi, oi!
That's going to be hard to follow. One of the benefits of being an athletic director is you get to see all the teams play. I don't think I've seen a volleyball game at St. Mary's for about 5 years until this year. Sorry. However, coming into the year, there were a lot of changes. There's always difficulty when we have change. Izzy took the lead as the captain. My favorite part about watching Izzy is how well she communicates with the refs when she's not happy with a call during the game. But again, to echo Megan's sentiments, her work ethic, her leadership, and her ability to play hard and play in difficult moments and play at a high level is going to be missed. We wish you all the luck. Hope you stay warm. And Bruce and Dina, congratulations. Right now, we're going to move to our second signing. This is a little more personal for me. I've known this kid since he was born. I remember watching him run track meets when he was 5 or 6 years old and thinking, oh, it's really cute. He's running track. We had no idea. I think mom and dad had an idea, but we didn't have an idea it would develop into this. And to start off with, we'd like to bring Josiah Jacobs up to give a teammate's reflection for Trenton Johnson.
So basically, me and Trent go way back to 2005 in pre-K at St. Leo's. I mean, he moved to Long Beach for a couple years, so I didn't see him for a while. But the connection stayed the same, bro. That's my brother. And then both of us came to St. Mary's, played JV together. And on JV, he's like, he didn't know if he was gonna play. At least that's what I thought, because he was going for a little bit, going on his little tour in the Midwest or something like that. So yeah, like he was gone for a little bit, but then he came back. He played, like, he was really good as a running back. He averaged like 10 yards a carry. It was crazy. Like, he was a linebacker too, making heck of tackles. I want him to play JV sophomore year with me, but Coach Minor wanted him to play varsity, so I was like, okay, it's good. And then, like, before we get to varsity, Trent's always been one of the most hardworking people that I know in the classroom and on the field. In the weight room, it would be annoying with him sometimes because he's always pushing me hecka hard, which is good, but like he always got the best out of me, and as for himself, he always got the best for himself too. Obviously, we see where he's going, and like always one of the most hardworking people that I know. And on varsity, like he's always going through position changes. We didn't know if he's gonna play receiver and running back, but he's settled in at running back. As a safety, one of the best tacklers that I've played with. Rarely missed a tackle, had the best form and everything. So that was very good. Obviously, we see where he's going again. And like, as really my brother, like even as a friend, always been there for me. Like when things were hard for me, he always had the best advice. Talked to certain people for me, like always there. So like, and like last year together, I'm really gonna miss him. This is really my bro. All the times I've been to his house, he went to my house at one time. We got in trouble because we ran on some roofs in San Francisco. But he got me in really bad trouble with my mom. But like, you know, that's really my brother for life. On God, like that's really my boy. And like I'm really happy for him. So I know he's gonna ball out at Yale for these next 4 years. I'm really happy for him. And so yeah, that's my bro.
Okay, before we bring Coach Banks up, just a reminder to all the younger students who are here today, scholarships happen due to a lot of factors besides athletics. And both these kids have worked extremely hard in the classroom, SAT prep classes, the whole bit. And again, congratulations to both of you to be recognized as an athlete and as an academic. Right now, we'd like to bring up Connor Banks to have some reflections on Trenton Johnson as a player.
So I've known Trenton, I really got to know Trenton sophomore year when I had him in the epistemology class. And then when I took over the program 2 years ago, it's been a joy and it's been a struggle. And with all good players, there are times when you butt heads because you want to push them, you want to put them in a standard. You know, he has a standard for himself, we had a standard for him, and we always were pushing in the right direction. As Josiah said, look at where he's going. Yale doesn't come to the Bay Area very often. It takes a lot of hard work, specifically academically. He has excelled in the classroom. Yale, Harvard, and Princeton recruit a very small pool of players. So to be able to go there to play football, to go to school there, is an extreme honor for myself as a coach. Obviously, it is for Trenton and his family. And it's something that we are very excited for. And hopefully Trenton, represents us well, and Yale will keep coming out, which I have no doubt he will. My favorite story about Trenton is junior year. Came into the season a little banged up. We played our first game. He's like, hey, what I need to do to get on the field offensively? And I said, hey, the one spot we got right now is running back. Because before we had talked about moving into receiver. I said, hey, man, the one spot we need help at is running back. He goes, coach, whatever you need. And that was always his response. What do you need? This year, hey, man, we got to shore up the box. We got to move it outside linebacker. All right, I got you. It was always kind of that, what do you need, coach? Let's handle it. And I'll be honest, sometimes it's not easy asking that. And yet he had his own trepidations, he had his own questions, and we would have those conversations, we'd have those tough conversations, and it was about, hey, let's put you in a position to be successful, let's put you in a position to let the team succeed, and Trenton always cared about what the team needed and benefiting from that. He's a special player. There aren't very many of him walking around. There aren't very many of him who have the GPA, who work their tails off, who have the SAT score. I remember I was out of town, and he texted me the SAT score. I almost lost my mind. I was so excited. I was telling my wife, telling my wife's family. We were out in Chicago, and they didn't even know who Trenton was. And they were excited. So the fact that he put that work in and excelled and went after it, and put himself in a position to be recruited athletically, but then to put him in that extra level of being recruited academically is something that I find to be very, very special. And kids like Trenton don't come around very often. I'm happy we're able to celebrate him today. I'm happy he's able to have this moment, obviously with his teammates, with his friends, and with his family. As I always say, I know I'm not the easiest coach, and I know most of the guys in the room know that, but know that I love you, know that I want the best for you, know that I want you to excel. Most importantly, handle your business, build those networks, put yourself in a good position to succeed as a man. And other than that, congratulations, and this is about you, not me.
Last thing I want to say, it helps to be good people, and by all the people in this room today shows that both Izzy and Trenton are just that, good people. Nancy and Jason, congratulations. At this time, if you could open up the folder in front of you, take that letter out, put that pen in your hand, and let's make it official. Sorry, brother, you had to steal the hat. Trenton and Isabella, congratulations. We're going to leave the room open if folks want to take pictures. Thanks again for coming out and supporting both the academic students and the athletic students, and everybody have a good afternoon. Thank you.